Cat and mouse vipers. Giant child-snatching vipers are terrorizing New Orleans, pulling children from their homes in the middle of the night in their eagerness to take on human trafficking in the city. Cat and mouse find themselves in the thick of it. Crime, action, drama with a smattering of superheroics. Now, like Roland Mann said, our head honcho here at Silverline, go do some backing, and we appreciate your support.
Welcome to another episode of Geek-men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds. I'm Dustin.
I'm Zombie, and this is It's Frickin' Figures.
Yes, it is. And you have a birthday, I hear, coming up. Oh, no.
I do.
Maybe tomorrow? And that's not an April Fool's joke?
Nope, not a prank. I'm the one that had the last laugh that day when I was born. So I am the April Fool.
Nah. But I know you want your birthday to be on Halloween, but sadly it's not. That's, I guess, Derry. I'm not sure. I still am skeptical. I want to see his driver's license before I fully believe him.
I didn't see that birth stiff yet.
Right.
Like, I know my mom's birthday's in October. It's not Halloween, though. It's like, a little bit closer to the end. It's just not quite there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It is what it is.
Indeed.
We don't get to choose our own birthdays, really.
No.
Well, how's your week been?
It's been a week. Yep, it's been a week. Not sure what else to say about it other than that.
It's been a week.
Yeah. Well, that too. Oh, what about you?
Busy as usual. All work and no play makes Zombie a dull boy.
And a sleepy boy, I'm guessing.
Yeah, sorry if I'm dragging a little bit tonight. No pun intended. I'll try to stay awake for the entire stream.
Of course, if we're too boring for you, just kidding. So I guess we have a lot of things to talk about tonight. So let's get into it. Oh, Jessica says, "What's up?"
Hey, how you doing, Jessica?
And I'm sure my mom will be in here. She said she was going to try to stay awake long enough to come in here. But yeah, so do you have anything in the box?
Yeah, but I'm gonna turn it over to you. So you go first because I'm gonna be a while.
Jessica's trying to go to sleep. All right, well, fine. I'm gonna start rolling a dice here every time, so that way I can turn it back around on you. Jeez, a whiz.
Nope, I've got the ultimate. You got it.
All right. Well, anyway, so I did get something. It ended up being last Wednesday, like I was talking about. It didn't show up Tuesday, And then sure enough, it was more like Wednesday, Thursday when I got it. So, and I didn't post about it. It was so hard not to talk about it because I like to post and then, you know. Are you up there? Thought I saw a gremlin up there behind me.
I didn't catch it.
All right. Well, anyway, lost my train of thought.
You got a box. It was supposed to be
yes.
Tuesday, but it came Wednesday.
Got a box. And so it's normally hard not to post about it because I normally show off what I got. And that's usually like that. I post a box and then the next day I'm posting what was in the box. Well, not this time because I was waiting for the show. Let's see. It's pretty much well, let me see. I guess I'll just start with this one.
Ooh.
Claudus from Thundercats, which means it is that wave. I got Robert Bill. And
he's bigger than I thought he was going to be. Wow.
Yeah, really. He definitely looks bigger, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. But I ended up getting 2 Thunderian guards. That's this guy. Because I was wanting to try to see if I can maybe swap it to get a different expression on it. Because, I mean, in the cartoon, they show the Thunderian guards. It's on Return to Thundera episode. And he goes back and there's two guards standing there waiting for him and trying not to let him cross over into the palace area. Well, so it's like, okay, that works out. But all I have is an expressive face and this face. So it's like those aren't different enough. And so I tried messing around with this head because this is from Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, and it just doesn't quite go. It just doesn't quite go with it. So
yeah, I wouldn't try to force that given the state of the necks on those recent Thundercats figures.
Yeah. It's weird because I mean it's a bigger neck hole in this, so it'll just flop around. But
get you some of that some of that poster tack stuff and stick up in there.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, but it looks so bizarre to see like a realistic looking cat next to this dummy looking cat.
Yeah, realistic loosely.
Hi guys, I'm from the anyway. So I'll just keep moving because I do have gripes about it, small gripes, but my favorite and the one I was looking the most forward to is Luna and a Muck.
There you go.
Greatest compilation of characters ever. So that was the first one I opened. I was super excited about it. And but okay. So again, it's a little gripe. Luna, she's got these big peg holes on the bottom of her feet that show all the time.
Yeah, I don't really see them.
That show all the time as you're looking at it. And I'm thinking like, okay, it's like I feel like maybe there could have been like an under neck piece that could have like let her sit, because this is very, if I had to move it very carefully, and because she'll just fall off immediately. And it's like, okay, so if she had a muck had a little thing that her feet could plug into that was like tight around the neck, that her feet could like sort of like a holster type thing, for her, or stirrups is the better word, sort of like stirrups for. So it's like that would have been better.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Abby. You look like you had fun at Toylanta.
Yeah, you did.
And I say that because I got let me find it. Where did it go? There it is. let me share this.
He said, "Lots of fun, brother."
Yeah, no, pull that up for me, would you? Here he is with Ace.
Yeah.
He had a bunch of pictures like this of a bunch of people. Yeah, no, well, so much networking. I imagine, man. Yeah, for real. One of the good things to do at shows like this, especially if you're not like presenting anything or showing anything. I should have got with you if I knew you were going to be there and see Ace. Like, I didn't know Ace was going to be there. Like, Ace has a hat for me. I need to get from him. So I've got to find somebody that's going to one of these shows and tell him, hey, Zombie sent me to get the hat for him.
Oh yeah, dude. So he says he posted his exclusive interview with them earlier.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Is that on your channel? I imagine it would be. It's probably got to be there.
It says Joe Fest is the next show.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get with you. You tell him Zombie sent you for the hat. And if he doesn't know what you're talking about, tell him from Masters of the Thunder Nerds.
Right.
He says, yeah. So it's on his channel. So go check that out. Figure Fight Club over on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, he won't be at Joe Fest. I'm sorry.
Bummer. What's DFW? DFW.
I'm not sure.
Dancing with the Stars. That's the
only. I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar with DFW.
Yeah, me either. It says Ish is going to be there.
Oh, okay.
Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, Joe show.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I'm really not familiar with that.
Yeah.
Makes sense though. The letters line up.
It certainly does. But so I guess anyway, this is
what are we doing?
Let's do it.
Wow, that was weird.
Yeah, all I did was hit like remove, which normally just brings it down.
But I didn't know if that was my computer doing that or not, because I'm not seeing like half of our graphics.
Okay, so anyway, let me finish talking about what I was talking about here.
Yeah, sorry, I derailed that. Luna, stirrups.
So Luna, she could use some stirrups to plug into her little feet holes. And the other thing that kind of bothered me is she comes with
can't help you. I don't know.
It's okay. I had this problem the other day. Oh, it's a riding crop. So she comes with a riding crop because she it's a little thing that she to encourage horses to move along. She does that and swings it around and points it at people and stuff like that, and then uses it to snap a muck to get them to move on and whatnot. And RPJ's in the house. How's it going?
How you doing,
man? And so here she is. She cannot hold it.
Can't hold it?
Yeah.
I'm sure?
Yeah. Put it in each hand. She has itty bitty teeny tiny hands. And it just falls out. you have to like, I have to press the hand together really hard, and then it might stick in her palm just for a moment, quick enough for me to snap a picture, and then it falls out again.
Ugh.
And it's like,
that sucks.
It's like, okay, why? It's like, I guess maybe they were intending her to, mainly grip the, I guess, horns or antlers or whatever you want to call it on a muck, because that's what she does most of the time. But she does use the riding crop to point and smack a muck around. Sometimes she even smacks the other people around, or tries to anyway. But she can't hold it. I tried both hands. It's the same with every hand. It just slides through.
Yeah, Pops. That's you and I we're on the same wavelength.
Well,
it says jockeys are not the only ones who use those.
Yes, but that's the more appropriate use for them.
You saw my visible confusion, and you said what I could not.
Yeah, and so anyway, yeah, dom dom dom. So anyway, it's one of my favorites toys, and it's like, it's unfortunate that I can't use her riding crop, in either hand. She has two or three, one, two. She has like 2 or 3 gripping hands that are tight gripping hands, and then she has a pointing finger. So I swapped it out and put the pointing finger and one fist that way she can hold the antler thing that a muck has. And that's just going to be how I display them, and I'll be satisfied with it. The other thing I wasn't entirely keen on is her head weighs so much. I didn't even intend to drop it.
Oh, the hair is not hollow?
No, it's not.
Wow. Okay.
It is so top heavy. That's why she is constantly falling off of a muck. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, this should be hollowed a little bit, but then I can only imagine it coming crushed or something like that. I don't know.
So you have little girls of your own, so you probably know this, but they make these little hair ties. They're a little clear rubber band type of, and you can get them in a pack that's like, I don't know, 100 in a pack or something like that. So you might want to try getting some of those, and you could probably, wrap that around her hand so that she can actually grip that riding crop. I mean, it'd be visible on something that's small anyway, but whenever you get like a certain type of action figure or whatever, sometimes you'll see those clear kind of rubber band things that are holding the figure in the tray. They're kind of similar to that.
Yeah, I'm familiar. I know what you're talking about. In fact, I've had to another one of like the snowman of Hook Mountain. He has this great big lance, and you put it in his hand, and it's just it immediately sinks, collapses.
And that.
I figured out a way that I had this random clip that I saw on my desk, and I was just like, all right. So I slid it on there, and then boom, it stays. This one little clip that keeps it from sinking in his palm, or keeps it from sinking to side to side, and it just stays that way. And it's like, okay, that's cool. It's a good trick. I didn't even think about it. It was just random trash I had on my desk, right? But yeah, I don't know. So I don't know. I'm hesitant to open. I'm still going to, but so along the lines with the necks and stuff, like not being fused together, I'm having the same thing with this guy. Not in the neck, but this knee was so like fused, it it took a lot to actually get it to move, and it's it can barely bend, and it's still very hard to move. And I just honestly, I wish they had actually done soft goods for the tunics, because I mean they've done it before, like with Pumra. With Pumra, they did soft goods for his tunic, but it's like that could have been very useful here, because this is already splitting.
Oh,
and it's just creeping up in here.
Looks like it's barely hanging on.
Yeah, it's just barely hanging on up here, and it's just simple glue. That it's so I'm gonna have to glue it at some point, because I don't know.
So you're having a rough run with these Thundercats.
Yeah, so I'm hesitant to even bother opening the other one. I feel like I should just return it instead, and try to get something else. Like, I don't know. It's like I don't even feel like I should bother opening the other one. So I don't know. I'm disappointed, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm still in this line because I'm not really sure why, but because I love the Thundercats.
You want them, yeah.
I do.
You want those characters.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's just it's one of those things I know people think of me as like a hypocrite, because here I am like buying and giving my money to something that I'm always dissatisfied with at the end of the day at some point or another. But at the same time, it's like, but I cannot get these characters anywhere else. There isn't another line that makes these. It's not like I can just go to another turtle, like the million turtle people that have turtles out there, and just buy something different. It's like, this is it.
It's tough whenever one company owns the licensing rights to something, because then there's no competition.
Yeah.
So there's no real reason to improve upon anything. You
Right.
just keep going down the path you're going. So I totally get it. I get it, man.
Yeah.
You love what you love.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's I did get the bonus pack. Has a communicator, a flail, satchel, and an axe and laser rifle. But did I show Robert Bill off yet?
A little bit. Yeah, he's a big chunkin'.
He is a big chunkin' guy, and my girls were wanting me to open this. They said, "Hey, Dad, can you open Robert Bill? I want to see him." And I'm like, "Yeah, after the stream, because I wanted to show it off on the stream." But I was like, "Yeah, I will." But anyway, so I came down, and I'm like, "Oh, I finally found the pack of heads." So it's like, "Oh, I found the pack of heads." So I went ahead and opened him, the Thunderian Guard, to see if it would work, and it clearly doesn't.
Two different styles.
Yeah.
So what you got to do now is you can take some of the AWOC figures that look like those guards and find a third party person to make the tunics for, and then you can have those.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's to the point where I'm seeing less of a point of even. I mean, I'll continue just to get my last few Lunatics, but I don't know, man. It's just discouraging. These little things that I keep, I feel like I'm not necessarily entitled to, but I feel like you pay something for a figure, you should not have to fix it. Like, I shouldn't have to be fixing the chairs and stuff in the cat's lair. Do you know how much I paid for this thing? I shouldn't have to fix this stuff.
You are not alone in that sentiment. There's a movement in the toy communities online. They're saying the same thing you just said. I'm paying X amount of dollars for this. I shouldn't have to modify it right out of the box.
Right. I mean, there's certain things like with my Black Series and stuff like that it's like, okay, you buy it specifically because you see potential that others may not. It's like, okay, I can do these little tweaks and stuff as a customizer, and you're fine with that. But if you're not customizing them, like these, I'm just getting because it's sentimental. Like, I don't know. Like, I shouldn't have to.
No, I get it. And I'm part of that customizing group that's, you get something and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to have to do this to make this figure a little bit better for me to enjoy it,
Right.
But, I get it. There are people out there that are not like that, and I do it with you a lot. You'll say something to me in Messenger or whatever. And I'm like, oh, well, you could just do this and do that and do that. And then I stop myself. I'm like, yeah, but he shouldn't have to. I get that. I really do.
He says repairing to display is not modifying. Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, isn't it though? Because, like, if you're modifying something, or God forbid it breaks, so now you have to do something if you can't get another one.
Right.
And it's either, a lot of people that aren't customizing is just, what kind of glue can I use just to put this back together so I can just have it, And then there's those others people that'll reach out, hey, can somebody either tell me how to fix this, or can you fix it for me, and how much is it going to cost me?
Right.
So there's many different camps out there whenever it comes to something like that.
Yeah, and I get making it cooler, but I don't know, like, to me,
well, modifying is adding something it did not originally come with. Yeah, okay. No, I trust me, I know all about that. I stay doing that. Yeah, no, and stop justifying crappy product. Yeah, no, but seriously, in this case for the Thundercats, there's no competition out there. Nobody else is making Thundercat stuff. So Super 7 is kind of just,
they're not motivated to keep the license.
Yeah, it's just status quo kind of product here. So it breaks my heart to see these little things that could have been better, and you're discovering them. And then even when we have Brian Flynn on the show and we tell him these things, he's almost surprised to hear,
I've never heard this before ever.
Right. So,
and it's like, how can I be the only one out of all of the things you've sold? And then I get online and I see other people talking about the neck crack issue and stuff like that I had with this entire wave.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's either a bad batch of plastic, they had a bad run on, a certain day or something. Who knows?
Right.
But it's happening. It's happened. Mm-hmm. And now you're finding new things, frozen joints on some of these new waves. So,
yeah,
I don't know. Shit happens.
I'm
not making excuses by any means. Don't come at me like that. Like, sit your ass down. I don't care.
No, so I went to move this guy's boot, and his leg just completely came off. And it's like, what the heck? And I looked to see if it was actually like fixable, and luckily it was. So I had to heat the shit out of it in order to get it to, because it was this bottom part boot, and it was so solid that it did not want to heat up. It was not malleable very much at all.
So is it pinless, or is there a pin? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's pinless.
So it's pinless. So that means it's injection molded. So something probably happened where it the mold was modified because some of them were probably too loose. But then in that modification that they made to it, some of them were probably too tight.
Mm-hmm.
So as these molds in toy production, and they're made out of steel, but even that wears down over time. So that's why sometimes you can get a figure and then a little while later you might pick another one up and some of the details on it might seem a little softer. It's not as sharp.
Mm-hmm.
That's why these molds made hundreds of thousands of copies of these pieces. So my experience with that was with silkscreen production and everything. We would have to remake the screens every now and then because the images, we'd be running a job of 5,000 shirts or whatever, and we would have to stop periodically every few hundred, make new screens because the images would get too fuzzy. Like everything was just blending too much, together.
Yep.
The images in the screens lost their sharpness. So, it kind of makes sense if you look at it something like that. But, it's kind of a crapshoot sometimes whenever you get these things. One person could have that problem out of, 100 people.
Right.
You just happen to be that one.
Yeah. And so, like I said, it's almost not worth it for me to open the other one because it's like I saw that it's not compatible with what I wanted to do. And it's like I don't even see a point in having a second copy now. It's like I don't want it. It's like just send it back and I'll just deal with this one as it falls apart. Hopefully it doesn't, but
my heart goes out to you.
It's all good.
And Pops, they actually do have focus groups that do that. They make a product and they give it to kids to see how it'll hold up, and then they'll go through and make improvements and do it all over again. So that is a real thing, actually.
Yeah, it's like give them to me.
Hey,
hey, how's it going?
Pop in.
It's like give them to me so I can test them and be like, come on. Hey, look who it is. Heading to bed tomorrow. Tomorrow's April 1st. I want to say happy birthday, Zombie.
Thank you. Good night.
Anyway. Night, Mom.
Okay, was that everything you had in what's in the box?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get into it. The first bit of it here, though, I'm gonna once again talk about our friends from Omega Level Toys. Travis, he is having a sale right now on all of those Mythic and Cosmic Legions that I'm always trying to push on you guys. So he's having a 30% off sale right now. So if you've been on the fence, you've been thinking about them, this is the sale. The prices for them are below retail. So now is the time to jump on these things.
Absolutely.
Once they are gone, they are gone. He's not getting any more of them. And there are some of them that are almost sold out right now. I know for a fact the Headless Horseman, the Retailer Wave Headless Horseman, gone. He sold out. Sold the last one. I witnessed that today. So as of today, that one's gone. So if you see any of them, go here. Tell him Dustin and Zombie sent you, so he knows where you came from. I know he'll appreciate it. And I'm bringing him up because, the sale of the century.
That's
seriously, right. No, he's got figures right now in both Mythic and Cosmic that are sold out other places, and he's offering them for cheaper.
Yeah.
It's a win-win. Yeah, you can't lose with that. As a matter of fact, let me hop over. I will show you the home page. Let me share this tab instead. So, Dustin, if you will, bring that up. So here's the home page. When you type in the link at the bottom of the screen here, this is what you're going to be greeted with. So when you could scroll down and see some of the things that he's got for offer here, but here's what you want to do. Go up here to the top left corner, click on products. That will take you to kind of this menu kind of option here where it says all, but then you've got Four Horsemen Studios. Let me zoom in there. Horseman Studios, and then it breaks down even further. You got Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, Retailer Appreciation Wave, Figure Obscura. He's got Major Bendies. Those are wrestling type figures. And then he's got wrestling figures down here at the bottom. But yeah, no, you could go through and click on here. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that he's got that's absolutely a steal of a deal here.
I see several that I need to get. Like, I mean...
Yeah. This is below retail price. So a lot of these you're getting pretty much, if you were to pre-order direct from the Four Horsemen, these are the pre-order prices. So when I tell you this is a hell of a deal, you're going to be hard pressed right now to find some of these anywhere else for cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm not pulling your leg. I'm not lying. I wanna share this with you. There's that Headless Horseman that I told you was sold out. He's still got plenty of Father Christmas left. If you want to grab, something for the holidays coming up. But yeah, no, go here. You've got so the Sphexian Minor.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are sold out of that one. Other retailers, they're sold out of him. So I'm telling you, here you go, right here. Awesome price.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, no, go there. Tell him Dustin and Zombie sent you. He'll love you. Go help him out.
Yeah.
I know right now he really needs it. He's going through some stuff. So I bring him up. How much do you get paid? I don't get paid by him at all. Like he used to have a shop here local to me, but brick and mortar, but he ended up having to close it. So but he still does stuff online. He's still on Whatnot. Sells a bunch of stuff on Whatnot. But here's where you need to go to get these Legions figures. Like I said, I bring this up because I got some goodies from him today. So I've got some of these in hand. And some of these I've already shown on the show before. I got another Thrace to pick up for customs. She's a wonderful figure and beautiful too. Yeah. Awesome face sculpt there. So I got one of her. I got
hold your hand over the camera. You're really dark.
Is it okay? Hang on. Let me try this. Does that help? Or is that worse?
It's worse.
It's worse. No. Okay. Let me try.
Just don't hold it up so close to the camera, because it started auto dimming.
Washing out.
No, it started auto dimming, and you couldn't see the rest of the figure. That's better.
I got you. Okay, so I got one of the other evil wizards. Arazag. Again, got him for custom. See, this is here I go again. Super close. Nope. See, he was selling this for $50 on the site. I think it's like $35.
Yeah.
$35, something like that. So yeah, basically it's 30% off.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of Cosmic.
Yeah.
Another one here I got for all of these really were for custom purposes. So what is
that dude is so cool.
I cannot read his name. Let me find him on the back of the box. Kanox Vol. I say I can't read his name because they've got a really strange font here to use for the space figures. He's got like all kinds of cool little robotic stuff. Like one of his feet's like a robot kind of claw foot.
Yeah.
He's
like one of my favorites of that wave.
Cyborg stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, I had to pick up another one of these because I sent you my spare.
I didn't realize that was a spare for you. I would have bought one and sent it back.
No. I knew you wanted it, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hook you up. I'm sending it to you. And then this, of course, is one of the magic packs for Mythic Legions. All those cool little spells and stuff. If you've got like some Mezco figures, you can use these with Doctor Strange, Marvel Legends, whatever. These go really great with that. So you don't have to use these just with Mythic Legions, and it's got all this great little detail and all those circles and stuff. Hell, even this lightning stuff, you could use that for Force Lightning for Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
So that is the Heroic Magic Pack. Oops. I did get also the evil magic pack, so you got
nice.
kind of the same thing, but it's evil.
Yeah.
You got yourself some purple lightning here if you want that. So no, really cool. He really hooked me up today. Thank you, Travis. I appreciate you, brother. So I got that, and then I also got some stuff in the mail here. And some of this I'm not sure what it is, so I'm opening this up live here. This one I'm pretty sure I know who this is from, so I think I know what this is. So a lot of times I'll get in a bunch of like head prints. Sometimes people are kind enough to send them to me to test out, to paint or whatever. But these I kind of bought for myself as kind of a birthday gift. And I got these from, so his name is Jeremy Wilson, but he goes by Monster Machine Creations on Instagram.
Okay.
Super talented dude.
Oh, that's cool.
And I can't remember. I think this was something like Sir Castle or something like that. He went real Punisher-ish with it. So I love his sculpts. So he was offering some prints of these, and I'm like, yeah, but hey, do you got anything else? So anything laying around, like I don't care, something that you didn't sell from a past offering. He's like, yeah, let me take a look around, and he found this.
Oh, nice. And he's got a beard.
Yeah. And
man, that looks like a Brutal Realm head.
A little bit, yeah. I'm afraid it's a little bit smaller than those, though. He goes a little small with the head sizes for his stuff. And it gives it a little bit more of a realistic look because, let's face it, sometimes some of these figures can have real big noggins.
Yeah.
Especially if it's going to be something for, like Mythic Legions where they've got like a helmet on or something, and you're looking, and the head is the same size as the helmet. Like, how do you fit your head inside that?
Right.
But then also got another thing here. This is from my buddy Jonathan Hughes. He said, hey, I'm sending you something. And I'm like, okay, cool. Can I open that live? Knock yourself out. So I am not going to knock myself out, but I am going to dig through this and see what he sent. So, okay, that's something for me to work on. Okay, cool. Some little bits and bobs of fodder pieces.
Hey, thanks for coming out. Have fun.
Thanks for stopping by, man. Okay. This one, that I'm not sure what that is. That's probably something. Ooh. That's probably something I just saw what was in the bottom of the box. So he and I sometimes do custom swaps.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
So some of that stuff is future projects. I won't show that. Oh, this is cool. Okay. So one of the little things that we did was, so he knew that I was the original like artist that came up with the Sword Horseman thing. So he had painted one in such a way that I was like, okay, dude, I need one of those. Like, I've got a bunch of Sword Horsemen. I'll send some to you. And so what he did was this.
Oh, wow. Hang on. Dude, that's really freaking cool, man.
That's really... Okay, there we go. Let me block some of the light here. So what this is a Sword Horseman painted in... Nope, I lost a lot. It's really bright on camera, but it's not that bright in person. It's just the type of paint. This is painted in a scaphoid color scheme, and scaphoid is a skeleton in Mythic Legions with bones this color. These like bright neon green, yellow kind of colors. And it was just too good not to ask him for one. So I was like, yeah, dude, I need that. So what we did was he asked me, working on it, mister, I'm working on it. But no, he asked if I would paint one in the colors that if they would have let me paint one of the sword horsemen's, the color palette that I would have went with. So I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do that. So I painted one of those, sent it to him, and this is what he did for me. So really cool. Thanks, John. And then he also sent, and I don't think I was expecting this, but he also sent one of the
oh, nice.
One of the Cabal shields painted the same way.
That's
so
cool.
He does a lot of stuff like this because he likes that Scaphoid character. So
yeah,
that's really cool.
That is freaking cool.
This is a 3D printed shield. I believe it is from Wolf King Customs.
Yeah, I want to say that's true.
WolfKingCustoms.com. So yeah. So no, that's really cool. As excited as I am about that, what really caught me was this right here. Okay.
Oh, nice.
I got one.
Yeah.
So this is the Headhunter from Zolocon.
Yeah.
And this is the show exclusive version. So he's got those cool extra pieces there. This head, I believe, the one missing a jaw, has like this green like flame effect that you can put around it. It's kind of in the bottom of the box down here.
Okay.
So yeah, no, this is cool. And this
That's awesome.
Is it made? Oh yeah, it's made. Is it? Oh yep, it's made on the new body style, the bear body style that
Ooh.
The Legions has started moving towards, where it's got that extra joint disc in the neck, so you get more movement. But the thing I like about this is they've improved the articulation on these bear bodies like this. So if you're familiar with the old ones, these move so much better, and they've got so much more detail. Like they have pitting in the skin to simulate like the pores and stuff. So that's really cool. That's
awesome.
And I have one more thing. This one comes from Kent Pool Collects, also on YouTube. Go check him out. He does a lot of he's real old school with the way that he'll go like toy hunting, but he records it. So it gives you kind of that nostalgic kind of thrill of the hunt feel when you're watching him go through some of these stores, because I don't get to do that anymore. But he finds some really great stuff sometimes. Like, oh, you're killing me, man. Yeah. So he sent me the Legendary Barbarian.
Oh, yeah.
So this
that's awesome.
This is the figure that people are going bonkers for whenever they go to any of the shows that the Horsemen are at, whether it's their street teams or the Horsemen are there themselves. The Legendary Barbarian was something that they put together, and he's got this alternate head here, and these things that are in the box, let me get the glare off. This, you got that, and then there's another one down here that's a little more brown, or hair pieces that fit on that head. So you can kind of make, some kind of famous barbarians that are out there, So, thank you, Kent, for sending this out to me. Really appreciate it. Really looking forward to tearing this guy open and doing some stuff. I'm collecting some parts to change him up a little bit, because I saw some part swaps some people did, and I'm like, damn, I've got to do that. So that's my what's in the box.
Wow, that was a huge what's in the box. I see why you made me go first.
Yep.
Here I'm thinking, yeah, dude, I got a big what's in the box. No, I don't.
I just knocked it over. The skull dude went flying.
Oh no.
I saved him.
That's good.
Oh man. Whew, I need a drink.
Yeah, for sure. Oh boy. So let's see. I'll let you get settled. Do we have news about the con that just happened? Did you get anything from the con? Or
There's
is this
several things. Yeah. No. There's several things. There's several cons going on.
right?
Toylanta happened. So that's where I snagged that picture from Abby from Figure Fight Club at Ace. Not really going to talk about everything that was covered with any of these, so I'm just going to kind of hop around a little bit.
Yeah.
First thing I want to talk about though is the dragon from the Four Horsemen again. I'm not going to go in length like I did last week, but
it's the final week. It's the final countdown.
Okay, we don't want to get in trouble. No, but yeah, seriously, it is the final week to get your pre-orders in for this big bitch. You got until April 6th at 11 p.m. Eastern time, I believe.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, I lost my train of thought there. Let me pull up the because I come on, phone, work with
They
me.
did unlock the latest skeleton guy.
Yeah, and I'm about to get to that. Don't jump ahead. Stay with me.
I'm staying.
So the current numbers here, Beathir, the main dragon with the little green knight dude at the bottom there, their numbers are at 2,419. They need to reach 2,500 to unlock the soft goods. Those deluxe soft goods to go on crap.
The big
what is that guy's
dragon rider guy? Sir something or other.
Sir Benegar. Sir Benegar, yeah. So and they're close. They're really close. They're not too far away. So I really think they're going to meet that goal. I have not put in my pre-order yet. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. I hope. I'm waiting on something before I do that. Not anything to unlock.
Yeah.
Because I'm waiting. I've got money moving around right now. I'm waiting for it to settle. So fingers crossed I get to tomorrow. So they're there with that. The Fiery Breath set is at 1,588, which means everything for it is unlocked.
Yeah.
Meaning everything for the Molten Knight is unlocked, which you see here. So he is going to come with everything that you see here, all of his little accessories, all the swappable arms and lower legs, all the heads. Everything for him is unlocked now. Earlier this morning, they were very close to unlocking all of the stuff for the wing set. And right before our show, about an hour before our show, let me swap over. Here's that. So the wings are fully funded, and the little zombie guy comes with him.
Yeah.
You see there between
the
wings. Yeah, it's an ashen zombie.
Yeah.
So I believe that's the official name that they're giving him. But an hour before our show, and I'm sitting there in my car going, damn it, now I got to add some more pictures. The stretch goals for the Ashen Zombie are unlocked. So not only are you going to get the Ashen Zombie with the wing set, he is going to come with all of these accessories.
Oh.
So you get a couple of swappable heads, some kind of grippy arms. I mean, hands.
Yeah.
Not arms, hands. The shield, and then that sword. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh. I thought you said something.
I laughed at the thing you the sound you were making.
Yeah, the zombie hands. But yeah, no, and then of course they updated their little graphic here. This was from earlier this morning, so it's actually a little bit further along than what it is right now. Seen here in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
So will they make it to 4,000? I don't know. I really don't. Anything can happen with this thing, you know.
Yeah.
Will it reach that 2,500?
That's the thing that I'm hoping for the most.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They'll
reach those soft goods at least.
Yeah.
The other unlocks for the main, you know, the dragon itself, Baethir, and Sir Benegar, once they get past the soft good, you know,
the accomplishment, the tier, the unlock
tier.
Yeah.
The next is for 3,000 sales to unlock that Ashen Skeleton. So if skeletons are your thing, they've got that figure, and it's all of this stuff is gonna come at no additional cost. So it's not like some of those Kickstarters where they have an all in, but then as other things get unlocked, they have to up that price. Yeah, I've seen that on some of them. They're not doing that.
Yeah,
that's not what this is like. So, you know,
I've been a part of a few of those. It's like,
anything that unlocks, it's going to come free of charge to you. You know, once you've already put your order in, and the price is not increasing as the days go on. The prices are locked in. Like they're not changing those prices. What you see is what you get, and what unlocks is what you get. So it's been a really interesting kind of month watching all of this happen and seeing people's speculation. You know, oh, what's going to happen? You know, are we going to get there? Or is it not going to get there? I don't know. It's been kind of fun. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, right here. Moving on from Legions. A little update here for the Misery Machine. It will come with 4 seats, Dustin.
Awesome. I'll be right back. Keep talking.
So it's not going to come with just the 2 seats, the driver and the passenger. There's going to be a couple of additional seats there. So I thought that was a little bit of info I wanted to share with you guys. This is still available, up for pre-order. You go to ZikaToys.com. And it's a pretty small website, so it's easy to find. Just scroll down a little bit, and you'll see it'll say pre-order, and it'll have you know, this among a few other things. You know, just kind of look around, see if there's anything else that grabs your attention. This is up for pre-order for $190, so there is that. But hey, like Dustin says, if you're into the Mezco Pink Skulls, this would be a perfect match for those guys. I mean, I could totally see them pack all of their band gear in the back of this van and have them hanging out the windows for those photo ops. Hell, I even have them set up on the roof of this thing with some of their instruments while they're driving down the road or something. I mean, it totally makes sense that those characters would do something like that. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to show that yet because I wanted Dustin to be here for it. You know what? I'm going to, while I'm here, I'll just go to Zika Toys. ZikaToys.com. Type that in, and then here's their website, of course, homepage. And then you can scroll down a little bit. Of course, they show you their other offerings and everything. Let's see, a 1/6 scale male muscle body there. That's interesting. But no, yep. You can just click on that. Actually, that's just the quick view. Let me back up. Click on pre-order now. I'm going to bring us to that page again. You back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. I just went ahead and flipped over to the Zika Toy. Their website real quick since I was showing that. I was just saying, like you say, this would be perfect for those pink skulls from Mezco. You throw all their band gear in the back of this crazy thing, or you know, even have some of them hanging out of the window while they're driving down the road, and have some of them set up on the roof playing the instruments or whatever. But my next share, Dustin, and I was holding off because I wanted to get your take on this. So Mondo dropped some news.
Yeah, I saw that. It looks crazy cool.
Yeah, it does. It looks damn good, man.
Yeah.
So this is the 12-inch stuff, though. Like, yeah, these are the bigger figures. But damn, they look good.
Yeah, And I mean, this guy looked insane. I was contemplating making that our background for our thumbnail, but it's like, man, if I got that, I would also feel like I needed to go get Lion-O.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Which version of Lion-O? Because they've got like a basic version and that deluxe version. So that's going to be costing you a pretty penny to backtrack, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with not getting it. I get it. It's beyond my attainable, feasible, whatnot.
Nice to look at, but I don't have to have it.
Yeah. I will say I think that they did a better job on Mom Mutt than they did with Snarfer, because fuck, Snarfer's ugly.
Wait, Snarfer or Snarf? Snarf. Yeah, you were saying Snarf.
I think I said Snarfer. I didn't mean to. My bad.
Yeah, no, he comes with a fuck ton of stuff, man. Look at all of this.
Yeah.
I saved every image of this that I could find. I'm not going to show them all. There's just a lot of pictures. Whoever took pictures of this guy did it right. And it would be such a pain in the butt to go through and show all of them.
He's got
I picked and choose here.
Yeah, the head, man, Mama. I mean,
oh yeah, no, he comes with multiple heads. He comes with like 3 or 4 heads with different expressions. Even Mama has that alternate head. You kind of see a little bit of it down there in the bottom left-hand corner where it's got like this smoke effect thing coming out of it or something.
Yeah. The other head of Mumra, where he has like those glasses on, that was really interesting.
Yeah, you know, I've got that image. Let me.
You can just backtrack. You can see it good enough in the other. If you just back up one image.
Well, yes and no. Let me do this instead.
Yeah, there you go.
Because it's a close-up shot. So
that is insane.
What is the story on these goggles? Because does this jump out at you? Did he use this in the show?
No, not in the show. I'm not sure if it's from like a comic or if it's just like at least if he did, it was obscure and I do not remember. I think it was more I don't know. I want to say it seems like more of how he sort of looked in the 2011 one.
Oh, okay.
2011. Maybe? Yeah,
I don't know. But then, you know, Mondo tends to do these kind of takes on their own designs for some of these pieces for some of these characters. So maybe that's kind of one of them.
Okay, so RPJ says there was an episode that he got some red goggles. Okay, so I've been rewatching this several times. I've rewatched it the entirety as an adult, and I don't remember. I'm rewatching with my kids. We're most of the way through season 1, so if he does get them, I don't recall because I'm only up to season 1 so far.
No, I like Thundercats just as much as the next casual fan. Like, I don't remember everything. I know I haven't seen every episode.
Yeah.
So as far as price point, I don't really know. I didn't see much of a price point, but Mondo is kind of up there. These are bigger figures, of course. You know, you're in the 1/6 scale with some of these. Yeah, he says maybe the second season.
Yeah. Which is why I haven't recalled it so far. That's where the Lunatics are at too. So it's like, oh man.
Yeah. But, you know, here you can see, you know, those alternate heads, and it looks like the head kind of plugs into those helmets. So depending on the type of look you want, you know, you can go with multiple different looks for him.
Yeah.
One thing I don't know, and it was another piece. Let me scan real quick for it. I was like, what the heck is this? So let me share it real quick. There's like this sphere thing. What is that? Do you know what that is?
It's probably one of the Thundercat treasures that he has, just like they've been doing with Super 7. He always seems to have some sort of treasure of some sort.
Okay.
I don't recall what that is specifically, but
come on, man. What kind of Thundercats fan are you?
I know.
You're a sham.
I know.
No.
I tell you what, sometimes I feel like a sham talking to other folks. Jeez whiz.
It's hard to remember every little thing, you know.
Well, and I used to have such a really good memory that I could say, oh yeah, it was from this season, episode, whatever. And I knew that it was ingrained in me, but you know, all the stuff that happens to me, I've since forgotten. My memory is not that good anymore. So it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Well,
oh, sorry.
So if any of this is of interest, just do a search, Mondo Toys. It'll bring you to their website and all that good stuff. But there's a little bit of good news for those that don't collect the 1/6 scale. They did show off this guy here, and I saw somebody bring this up in the comments earlier in the show. And I'm like, yeah, I got pictures of that. Just stick with us. Stay with us, okay? So this is a 1/12 scale, of course, 6-7 inch, depending on your take. Of the 2000X version of He-Man.
Yep.
So this is actually it's interesting to me because this is a design that's based off of a design from another company for another company. So this is a Mondo version of the Four Horsemen's version of He-Man that they pitched to for Mattel to revive that 2000 cartoon.
Yeah.
So this one's throwing me a little bit. It's like, wait a minute, I still have those original figures that they came out with back then.
Yeah, same, me too.
So I don't have all of them, but it does. It's all gray here, but it does look good.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like maybe it's got some type of diaphragm articulation there. I don't think it's like a hinge type. I'm not really sure because it's got that belt on it or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and then you can of course see down there at his feet, he's got a couple of different portraits there, a couple of different heads. Comes with that big ass axe and that shield, and of course he comes with the updated sword of power that the Horseman also redesigned. But they also teased here many faces.
Yep.
So that's not a 2-up. That is their next 1/6 scale figure. And what's interesting here is, if you notice down below, he also comes with a multitude of heads, as he should. He's called Many Faces. But the original figures, if you remember, only come with 3, maybe 4 different faces. This one comes with 13. Yeah. There are 13 different faces here that he can have. That single head down at his feet, that's just, him without a helmet on. But all of these others here, if you look at all the portraits and count them, there's 13 different heads there that you can, 13 different faces. That is wild. And it does keep that original kind of function of that first original toy where it's got that dial on top of his head and you turn it.
Yep.
That's kind of neat. That's a nice little, touch.
Yeah. Well, I think they sort of learned they learned from someone else's mistake that they redesigned the toy, but you had to completely remove the head to change the faces. You didn't have a dial that you could turn on top to switch the heads. And it's like, that was dumb. Why did you do that?
Well, I imagine it's easier to do on a bigger figure like this.
Oh yeah, no, this was
down.
Yeah, this was for the
it's probably Masterverse, huh?
Yeah, it was not Masterverse, it was the toys
from the Classics line?
From the toys, whatever these guys are.
Oh, hang on, let me pop over. Oh, okay. So it was the what did they call those? I know what you mean. I know what
Yeah. You had to completely remove the head, and then you could mess with the faces, or you had to remove them, and then you could put them in there. But it didn't have the turn dial.
That's gonna bug me now, and I'm not gonna remember until after the show's over.
Not Masterverse. It's not.
It was the other line.
Yeah.
It was. They were more like the actual classic.
Yeah.
Released figures. Yeah. No, I know. I see where you're at now.
Yeah.
There was also a ton of pictures of many faces. I just kind of grabbed this one, just kind of, touch on it a little bit. So, but they also, sticking with Motu theme here.
Okay. Yes.
They also had.
That's what I was wanting to bring up.
Yep. She-Ra and her pony. I don't know. I can't remember. Swiftwind.
Swiftwind.
Is it? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, don't ask me how I remembered that. You saw me work that out right here, right now.
Faster than I would have.
Whoo! That hamster's working overtime. Oh, man. But yeah, no, if you look, and I don't have too many pictures, but she looks like she's going to come with a couple of little pack-in characters, too. I don't know their names, so don't even ask.
I don't know what the unicorn thing is called, but the other one is Looky or Looky Loo or Looksy or Lukey. Yeah, I think it's Lukey because you had to find him.
You can tell me anything.
You had to find him in the episode, and he would always say, "Hi, did you spot me in this episode? Here I was." It was just a little fun thing, but yeah, she is breathtaking.
Oh, let me back out here. Yep.
I've sent that to one of my friends from another that usually hangs out in another podcast. I sent this directly to her, and I'm like, "Have you seen this?" She's like, "Yup."
Now, I don't know if they're going to come as a set. I imagine it'll probably work kind of like how Scareglow and Scaremare did. You could probably buy them together if you wanted to, but if you don't, you could buy just her or just the Swiftwind. Which if you're not getting her, I don't know why you would get Swiftwind. But
yeah, well, and they did that with Panther and Battle Cat too, so they sold them separately, but at some point I'm guessing they offered them together.
Yeah, I think with that they brought back He-Man and Skeletor because if somebody passed on those, now would be the chance to get them since they're offering their companion steeds or whatever.
Right.
But I think now what they're doing is instead of backtracking like that, they're just offering them together. Or if you can't afford the giant steed, you could just get her if you just can budget for her or something. So there will be options, I'm sure. It's Mondo. They've done it before in the past.
Yeah.
And the steeds are massive. They are giant. I mean, Battle Cat and Panther are just these huge ass cats, like a house cat. If you've got a cat, they're the size of a house cat.
Right.
It's crazy to think about. But these horses are even bigger. It's crazy. It's just,
their wings are outrageous.
I'm trying to figure out where the hell to put this dragon if I get it. I can't imagine anybody that's collecting these. Like you need you're gonna have to have a second house just to store these things if you collect this line. It's just insane.
Yep.
The size of these things. I don't know. I can't get into 1/6. I just can't. I can't do it. I don't have the space. I don't have the space for what I already collect. I definitely don't have the space to even contemplate something like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I said it before. I'm in a 10 by 10 room, 10 feet by 10 feet, and that's all I've got to work with here.
I know it's not going to happen in your house, but most folks have convinced their significant other to let them use another portion of the house to just for special. This is just special, okay? You know, it's like, yeah, I don't, because like Justice Curry, he's had the basement room, but then he's also now has the downstairs bathroom. And I know Travis is the same way. Travis
That's an
from
odd place to display your toys, but all right.
Yeah.
Weird flex, but okay.
Right.
No. Yeah, no, she's gorgeous. She's a wonderful looking figure.
Yeah.
Anybody that's a fan of She-Ra and the Princess of Power stuff, this is for you.
Mm-hmm.
We've shown the prototypes of this off before on our show, but it was all gray prototype kind of still in production sort of kind of thing. So to see this all painted up like this is just spectacular. Whoops, what happened?
You did something.
I screwed up. I screwed the pooch on this, so I've got to get my share back. I touched the wrong button. Damn it. Okay, moving on. Let's see. So this popped up across my scroll, and guess who's making these?
I know.
We know them.
Yeah, it's
it's our buddies from Fresh Monkey Fiction.
Yes, thank you.
So
couldn't spit it out quick enough. It was my.
So I think it's going to be under the label of the Big Bad Workshop, but it's definitely under the Long Box Heroes tagline from them. So
yeah,
of course this is the Tick. If you're not familiar,
spoon.
Exactly, and I'm surprised he didn't come with a spoon. But it looks great. I think it looks great, and this is 1/12 scale, so it is not 3 3/4. So here's your 6-inch Tick. We say that very carefully. So they've got some pretty cool things coming from Fresh Monkey Fiction out of that crew.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just the beginning.
It's one of those things that I feel like I should probably buy this just because he's obscure.
It's a fun looking figure. Yeah. I mean, if you've watched that old cartoon, who doesn't love the Tick? It's just goofy.
I watched the Amazon Prime series, The Tick.
See, I did not.
That was actually really good, and I was so sad when they canceled it.
Oh.
I watched the live action version, the one before that, a long time ago. So
I haven't even seen that one.
Yeah, I barely remember it. Yeah, it was on late, and I wasn't quite allowed to watch it yet because they had I don't know, some promiscuous characters, so to speak.
All right, Mom.
Yeah.
A growing boy needs these things for his development, okay? Don't deny that. But that's not all from our friends over at Fresh Monkey Fiction. They showed this fella off.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to be honest right out of the gate here. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this. So this is the new Sasquatch, their new Bigfoot. So they weren't able to really hold the deal down with, I guess it was Maestro Union, or maybe it was that other company whose name escapes me right now. So about this time last year, I think they showed pictures of some of their other bigger creatures that they had hoped to incorporate into the line. And as maybe maybe you don't know. If you haven't watched that interview that we did with Fresh Monkey Fiction, go back, go watch it. We bring this up, actually. I asked about Bigfoot and some other, maybe Yeti and some of those other types of larger figures. And he kind of touched on that. So he was telling us, we're not sure if we can be committed to that company and those versions, because they had the veteran William mold, that they had access to, which is a wonderful figure. I love that figure. But he said they're probably going to have to go in a different direction, and here is that different direction. For me, it just looks a little too cartoony. You know, it's. I kind of sort of get why they're going this direction, but for me, it's a little too, I don't know, jarring compared to their other figures in that line, especially the ones that are about to come out now in Wave 2 and then future waves, Wave 3. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not going to say it's not interesting. It's just I'm not sure about, you know, like I said, it just looks a little cartoony to me.
Maybe we'll see it in hand or something. It'll look a little different.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But what did catch my eye here is what's behind him. So that is a skeleton. They are going to work on going to try to work on some skeletons for their Monster Force line. So that's interesting. You have my attention with that one.
Yeah.
Tried to sneak him in there in the back.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Okay, did that one. I did that. You know what? I'll go ahead and do this. Let me jump over here. All right, I'm going to talk a little Ninja Turtles here with you. This is direct from NECA. So this is the 35-year anniversary for that first movie that came out back in 1990.
Yep.
And right off the bat, we've got this Splinter figure here. So those of you that might not know, this ghostly image of Splinter was first offered around the time that what are those boxes called? People, you know, like you get random stuff in sometimes. There was a name for it and it escapes me. Loot box. That was it. Loot box. So it was kind of a loot box exclusive. NECA partnered with Loot Box, and that figure was the first figure that they offered like that, which later led to, I believe, Danny was a Loot Crate exclusive. So this is kind of a second chance for people that might have missed out on that. And it is a box set. You would get all 4 turtles. How do I X out of this? I'm not familiar with the NECA site. I'm sorry. It says notify me when available. So that makes me think that it has not officially gone up for pre-order yet. It says sold out. I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure if this already went up for pre-order and it just sold out like that, or
could be
if the date is coming up. But you would get all the turtles, Splinter. They've got some nice little studio photos here of all the turtles. So these are the turtles from the first movie.
Yep.
And then did I? No, I did not. So I do have some images. Bear with me for a minute of some of the accessories. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I did save it. Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
What was that?
I sneezed. Sorry.
Oh. I thought you was teasing me, making fun of me. So here's what comes in the box. What's in the box? Here's what's in the box.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if he lights up from the fire.
So I don't think there's a light in there, but that would be something that's pretty easily done. If you can, LED lights are very simple to wire up. Really, you just need the light color of choice that you want to go with, a couple of little wires, a couple of leads, and a battery.
Yeah.
And that's really all you need. You can put all that together and you can just touch the wires together on the battery and it'll light up. It's very simple stuff. Look up the schematics. I'm not going to walk you through that. But, you know, the thing that I love here is it comes with the pizza box, and then it comes with the little bag of marshmallows. So if you remember that scene, I think it's Mikey and Donnie. They're, you know, sitting around the campfire while Leonardo is trying to be all serious and meditate and everything, and they're roasting marshmallows. So, yeah, it's a fun little thing. You know, if you don't already have these figures, let me jump back over to the website here. It's going to cost you $170 if you go in on this. Oh, it does come with those backdrops too. You see them over the behind the turtles there. So
yeah,
some little backdrops for the shelf if you got that. So that's kind of neat, you know.
Yeah.
We love us some turtles.
Yeah, we do.
We like turtles.
Turtles.
Oh, I did want. Let me share this. So I am proud to announce that this is fully funded.
Yeah.
Last week we were about halfway there, and there's 62 hours to go. If you don't know what this is, so this is a board game. Dustin, you want to tell everybody how to play this and what it's all about? Because you had a blast testing this game out.
So we played this through with Pops and Christopher Brown and my two girls, and you basically set it up, and you set up they have tiles that you can set up as a track, just like there you go, just like that.
Yep.
And everyone gets a special color snail, and you get a certain number of cargo. That's the whole game, cargo. So, and you have to run around the track, and it's very much like Mario Kart, where they have the little boxes across the track. You can pick them up, and sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it speeds you up. Sometimes it makes you like go on a trampoline and it sends you flying. Sometimes it is a bomb, and or sometimes it's a trap, and the traps make you lose cargo, and then people behind you can swerve or on the way back pick up your cargo and get extra cargo. Then also you can throw bombs at players to try to stop them, prevent them, make them lose a cargo, and so on and so forth. It was a blast. You have these shells that you can pick up that cause you to be able to deflect bombs that are thrown at you, and it's all around. It was so fun. My kids were wanting to play again already, and it hadn't been made yet, and they were asking, "Hey, when's that game come out?" And I'm like, "It's not out yet. We have to make sure it gets funded." And of course, now it got funded. I told them, and they're like, "Yes, I was asking about that." And I'm just like, "Yeah." Yeah, so it was very good news that this got funded, and it's just a fun Mario Kart-esque game, with a little twist and a little tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
Keep scrolling down.
They still have pledge levels open. If you just want the PDF, they've got that tier that's $10. Physical copy though is, I mean, honestly, let's face it. This is what you want. This is where the fun is, to actually have it in hand. It's a tangible thing.
Yep.
You own it. You have it. You can set it up however you want and play it. That tier is $30. But then they also have a retailer tier for those of you that operate shops. I know you're out there. This tier is for you. It's $120, and you get 5 copies of the game. So it's basically a 20% discount on the whole set, the whole thing. So they've got you hooked up no matter what tier you want to go with.
Yep. That's right. And they got snails that are exclusive as part of the Kickstarter.
Yep, those are
Little snail
actually further
tokens.
up. There you go. So instead of using those basic little
Placeholders.
placeholders, yeah, you actually get these cute little snails.
Yeah. Oh, we had so much fun playing this game.
I bet. It looked fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there you go. Go to Kickstarter. Just search S-Cargo, and it'll bring you straight to the page there. You've got 63 hours now. 63 hours left to get in on this.
Yeah.
If you like what you see, if you like board games, bring back family game night. If you got little ones, take it from Dustin's little ones. They loved it. They'll be wanting to play it all.
Pops is saying, "Scroll down. Don't make him come in here."
I did scroll down. What do you want me to show?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. 12 a.m. Keep going. Is that that's not the bottom of the page?
Oh, the bottom?
Well, towards the bottom. Oh, okay. So yeah, maybe those are stretch. Oh yeah, the stretch goals.
The stretch goals? Yeah. Okay. So they're almost at the 1500 mark, right? Sorry, forgive me. I'm going to go kind of quick here. Let me get back up. So, yeah, they're at 1,381. So they're almost to their first stretch goal. Let me get back to it. At 1,500. So, reference card, a double-sided card reference for all the players. I'm not familiar with that, Dustin. Do you know what that means?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I'm not familiar with what the reference card is. This is a double-sided reference card for all players. Is that just for reference for the rules, maybe?
Double-sided reference. Oh, okay. So, no, he's saying, he said scroll down. There are videos of us playing the game on the campaign page.
Ah, gotcha.
Campaign.
I'm not seeing it. And it could just be my computer. It might be right there. Let me hold on
probably
one
is.
second. Bear with me. I am having technical difficulties. So they may not show up. Yeah, it looks like okay. So there's a
there we are.
No, that's Slaughterville Director's Cut. Is there something there? I'm not seeing it.
Oh no, he said it was
blank.
there.
Okay.
And then he said okay that
I apologize. I am having technical difficulties though. Half of the stuff is blank on my screen. So it's my fault. I'm sorry.
Point is, there's videos out there of us playing it. It was fun. Take our word for it or don't. Go look at it. Regardless, it's a blast. And you'll see how the game's played, get a nice feel for it, and then you'll be ready to back it.
Nope, there it is. There it goes. It popped back up.
He said there are videos of Dustin, myself, and the kids playing it. Okay. Nice.
Yep. I got it show up.
There you go.
So yeah, you can check it out right there from the Kickstarter page.
Yeah.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Indeed. Like I said, I'm very happy this got funded. My kids are going to be ecstatic. Well, they already were, and they're looking forward to getting it in hand now. So
yeah,
it's like, yes.
You know what? Let me go back to those stretch goals. We just kind of touched on those. There's more dice. Additional dice increases dice count from 3 to 8.
Yeah.
That is unlocked at 2,000. 2,500 more tiles. Make your track longer.
Yep.
What is 3,000? UV coating, an extra layer of protective coating over the components to keep them lasting longer. Oh, interesting.
Yep.
35 new item. A set of grappling hook tokens.
Yeah.
Use this to grab a token from anywhere on the track. Interesting.
Yeah, he was teasing about those when we played, and it's like, that sounds interesting. Want to make sure that happens.
So it looks like he's really thought ahead here.
Yep.
I wonder if some of those things, does he have a plan after the campaign ends, if funding still comes in, to add it to upgrade some of these things?
We'll have to ask him when I talk to him Thursday.
Yep, there's your shipping information, roughly. You know, this
Yeah.
is all, it's always estimate. So don't hold any numbers. You know, stuff changes all the time. Shipping charges go up all the time. So that has nothing to do with the creators of any project, Kickstarter or not. You know, if you've ever bought anything and had to have it shipped, and I'm not talking about Amazon, you Prime members that get everything free. This isn't for you. I'm not talking, it's not directed at you, okay? Those of us that pay for the shipping, it changes.
About the creator here, Chris is the best game developer he knows. Pops knows. I'm learning that as well. He's not knocking anyone else, but he said he game tests everything and works out all the kinks before he sells them to you.
Very cool.
Yep.
All right.
Excited about that.
One more thing I want to jump over to is where did it go?
Space Zombies from Mars.
That is not it.
Nope.
Let me try that again. If I can type Space Zombies from Mars.
There you go.
There they are. I do want to touch on this. Funding, unfortunately, was not successful. Not sure what the future holds for this, but they seemed, very excited about it. So we will try to get some more information from them. Maybe they'll, pull back, regroup, and come back on Kickstarter. But unfortunately, this one did not fund.
The bummer.
I did kind of suspect it might have come to this, because they did tell us that, they didn't want, places like Big Bad Toy Store to kind of inflate those numbers. Which it's kind of a typical thing to do, though, whenever you're running a toy campaign. You kind of want that to add to your numbers, because there's a lot of people out there that want your product, but they flat out refuse to participate in the campaign until they see that the goal is met, that pledge goal, that base pledge goal. So, and that's counterintuitive to get anything like this funded. If you would just put your pledge in, it gets those numbers up and it would get funded. So I never understand why people think like that. It just, to me, it doesn't make sense. There's practically zero risk in putting in a pledge for any Kickstarter,
right?
Because you're not going to get charged unless it meets its minimum funding goal,
right?
So, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand how some people think, and it's not just toys; it's other Kickstarter campaigns too. It's unfortunate, but when I find out more, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, for sure.
But that is it from me, Dustin. Do you have anything?
No. I know you're tired. I'm tired. I know we have some things coming up this week. For instance, tomorrow, in addition to it being your birthday. Oh, well, hang on. I do have one thing. There's...
Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah. Maybe this is real. I don't know. April Fool's Day, you kind of don't want to trust anything you see online. So
it's been kind of one of those things. Like,
I meant to share this. So yeah, thank you.
Is it a joke or is it not? Because I think they said it was something like $40 or something.
They said no fooling, so maybe I don't know. So what this is Mezco Toys is offering a random surprise Rumble Society figure for $41 in honor of April 1st, 41.
Yeah.
So I don't know what time it's going to happen, if it's going to happen. Maybe this is just one of the,
maybe it's a joke.
Everybody's like, well, they've got to get rid of those Kriegs somehow. So I imagine a lot of people are going to get those unwanted figures that just didn't sell well.
Well, I cannot think of a single figure that I would be upset at receiving. Because I liked all of the Rumble Society line of figures. Like, they're all great. Like, I mean, I don't know.
I'm
hoping this is real because I'm hoping to then, talk my wife into letting me, get something. I know it's not going to happen, but still.
We'll see.
Yeah.
This reminds me, there was something else and I don't remember what it is. Like, it popped in my head and I lost it just that quick. But well, whatever.
Well, so in addition to that, we're going to be interviewing with Silverline tomorrow. Well, I guess I can't say we. I am. We'll be interviewing Roland and some other folks. I can't even remember all the names that the potential from the draw list, so to speak. But why is that? It's not popping back up. There we go.
Hey.
I was trying to get to that after I click on the thing. I was like, why isn't it? Anyway. Yeah, so I'll be interviewing tomorrow and then come back Friday for Real Steel and Electric State. We're going to be talking about those. Actually, on Thursday, I forgot. My week is getting so full. On Thursday, I'm going to be in Just Roll With It, hosted by Chris Brown. So it'll be a good time. We're having fun with it. And then Friday is Real Steel and Electric State, which let me unclick this, and which I'm guessing you said something about not being here, so you're not going to be here again this week.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it's probably going to be too tight of a schedule for me to be able to make it this Friday. So
understandable.
There's a lot going on here. I'm not going to get into it on the show. So.
Yeah, no, it's not worth it. It's just know that you can't be here.
There's a lot of it that I can't talk about. So
yeah. Understand. Well, that's our schedule, and we'll be around. So yeah, we'll leave us with a parting word here. I'm gonna hit the play outro. Thunder Nerds ho!
Tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends catch every twist and every turn. Madness comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness comic brightens days. New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends catch every twist and every turn. Madness comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide.